You want to turn your computer down? Or is that mine?
That's yours.
It might be mine. My bad. I didn't mean to come at you like that. You know what I'm saying?
Let me know when I can do this. Nah, son, I'm not waiting for you. This is done.
Dude.
Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that UrbanX where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't trying to go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed, I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood and that's a covenant.
What's good?
Yes.
We're back
Yes.
for another episode of the UrbanX podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We appreciate you guys joining us here on this Thursday. It's Valentine's Day.
It's Valentine's Day.
Probably holding up your dates because you want to,
Holy shit.
because you want to, watch us. We appreciate
I didn't buy
you.
no chocolates.
Yeah.
I ain't get no candy, no flowers. I didn't do none of that shit.
So we appreciate you watching. You know what I'm saying?
Holy shit.
Oh, you definitely, you really.
I did not know. Today is Valentine's Day?
Yeah, today.
Okay, yeah, I knew that. Yeah. But my thing is this, and I don't like to knowledge shame. That's a new term I'm trying to kick around.
Okay.
Because niggas kick knowledge and always want to tell you some shit. In 1947, Valentine's Day really meant this shit. I don't want to get into all that shit, right? But my thing is, fellas, just saying, don't spend $1,000 to take your wife to a fancy hotel to do the same 3 positions you could have did at home. Don't do it. Save that money, right? Same 3 positions and shit. No. Ladies, do not feel special if everybody at the office got flowers today. How? If 10 million ladies get flowers, how do you feel special? That's all I'm saying. I'm not shitting on your Valentine's.
You just did.
No, but I'm just trying to say. Yeah. Now, fellas, I'm going to hit y'all with a little bit of game. Send your wife flowers on February 7th. You should send your wife flowers all the time if that's, what I'm saying. But on February 7th, all of them chicks in the office gonna be like, oh, shit, right? But if the delivery man keeps showing up every 3 minutes on February 14th and then your lady feels special, it's just kind of weird to me. You know what I'm saying? So, again, not holiday shaming because I let people do that.
Yeah, okay.
I just try to have a teachable moment in there, right? Yeah. Save that $1,000, throw wifey from the chandelier in the house.
Yeah, and
pay a bill.
What about the women who spend all that money on lingerie? Like, I seen it already.
Yeah, if ta-da, unless you bringing somebody else in and then the shit get interesting. But if it's just,
don't do it.
You've waited all day for this. Ta-da!
Yeah.
And I go, oh, yeah. Shit I've been knocking out for 25 years. Okay. Well, here we go. Here's these 3 positions. And then we're going to take a nap and watch a movie. Yeah, don't, save your money. I know that's hard for young couples to to really digest. So I'm talking to the older couples. And, you know, I think in the 22 years me and my wife been together, and this is the honest truth, I may have celebrated Valentine's Day 4 times. Maybe. And I think the last time I was pranking her. So I sent flowers and shit on on Valentine's Day, and she laughed so fucking hard because she know I don't really do that kind of shit. But for older couples, we don't have to do that. The love and, you know. And then one time, me and wifey just randomly wanted to go out on a Saturday. But what we didn't realize was Valentine's Day fell on a Thursday, like today. And we was like, where of all these fucking people coming from? And then we realized we were in the middle of a Valentine's Day weekend. And we had to wait long hours. Niggas in here, I love you, baby. Yeah. All that old shit was going on. And it just got crazy. That's all I'm saying. So no knowledge shaming, you know. I can't say black. Well, you know we're not black because we the Aborigines. We the more. You know, that shit gets annoying sometimes, right?
No, all the time, but go ahead.
And I'm talking from experience because that used to be me. It ain't Captain Crunch, it's Cooter Crunch, as the comedian had said. And he was a slave. Sometimes you just got to chill, bro. Sometimes you just got to chill. And people know that the dude in France cut the hearts out and mailed them in envelopes. And we know all of this shit. So just... let me take my lady out, if that's what you're doing. Take your lady out. You know what I'm saying? And have a little fun. And, you know, get that box you've been getting, you know, as a gift. And shit, you know. Make that happen. Make that shit happen.
So, with that being said, thank you guys for joining us again.
Yes.
Right? Also, if you haven't heard, I don't know if you haven't heard, but we have Black History Month shirts.
Yes.
I don't know. You know.
And we've been getting tremendous amount of support.
That's a fact, yeah.
And we ran out of some things.
Yeah.
We had to re-up on some things. If your order didn't come in the mail yet, it's coming. So
we just sent some stuff out.
Oh
today.
no, we blew some things out off the hinges. But just 1 or 2 items. As you know, we have an ongoing shirt thing going.
Go ahead.
And so today I decided to wear, you know, the royal blue, you know, foil I am t-shirt because I am that I am.
Okay.
And I decided to top it off, you know.
Which is cheating.
With a hat.
The competition is for the shirts.
Okay.
Then he went and got extra right before the show, mind you, like half hour before the show, made a hat. You know what I'm saying? That's cheating.
Well, this is an accessory.
Nah, you're cheating.
Fellas, ladies, when you get a nice shirt, you make sure you got nice boots with it, right? So I said, you know what? What would shimmy off my shirt?
Okay, right? But we're not even selling hats right now.
We selling them starting now. I just made an executive decision. These hats are $28 for the month of February.
That hat is $28. Yeah, no, we're not selling them
for $28 and $28. You can get a special deal. And he's just hating. His shirt is nice. That's a nice shirt.
It's a 101.
No, it could be more.
Maybe.
It's got the black glitter.
Yeah, I think.
UrbanX. It's shimmying. It's nice.
And the regular UrbanX one is like our second top seller right now.
Yes. It's moving off the hinges.
The regular one. Our first bestseller is The Woke But I Take Naps.
Right. Dope concept. So one for Malcom, as you know. And
keep in mind that he cheated. Like, you can't just throw on a hat to distract people. Like,
it's not a distraction.
It is a distraction.
It works well.
Somebody asked if it was a combo.
It's not a combo. It's not a combo.
$56 combo. $28. You know, can't just throw this hat in. But I'm saying it works well. There was no specific rules laid out on how to freak that. You know, so I just, you know. So if you like what you see, this is only in this color on the white t-shirt.
Yes.
If you want it on a black t-shirt, it's silver foil.
Okay. Yeah.
If you want it on a red t-shirt, it's gold.
Yeah.
And on a gray t-shirt, it's black. So it's a combination thing, that we decided to put together.
UrbanX.nyc.
Now we're running a special sale.
Oh, tell them about the sale.
Since most people who have been ordering more than one item.
Yeah,
it's been 3-4 items.
Somebody ordered 10 the other day.
Yeah, my man Dice out in ATL ordered 10 items. Clap that shit, right? Yeah. He damn near bought the store.
Yeah.
So I spoke to management, and management said it was okay that if you spend $100, so that's basically 4 items.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw in a signed copy of UrbanX Decoded. Urban Decoded. Urban Culture Decoded. Give me the damn book. All right, this book right here, Urban Culture Decoded, right? I was looking at his shirt, UrbanX kind of confused me. You will get a signed copy of this if you spend $100 or more. We're just going to throw that in. I spoke to management. They said it was okay. We can get the deal done. So that's for those who, and you.
I think it's a good deal.
That's a good deal. And you got 2 weeks left. And we're going to be unrolling out shirts.
More stuff, yeah.
More stuff every week. So check back to the site. Don't just think you saw what was hot.
And we've had a lot of return customers as well.
And a lot of return customers.
And a lot of great feedback. A lot of people have been wearing their stuff and putting it on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, and we appreciate all the support for what we're doing.
And we've noticed through the past 14 days, right? We've noticed we haven't shown our women a lot of love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we was we can't do that.
Right.
We can't do that. So, we got with management again through creative team.
We talked to the creative team. Eli and Odyssey. Yeah, the creative team. And we're going to debut this one. Black Wives Matter. Okay, so it is Valentine's Day.
It is Valentine's Day.
Right? And we want to talk about, with all the craziness going on in the world, black love is important, but black wives matter. A lot of these NBA players, Did you see
the NFL players toasting to more light-skinned babies? With his white wife?
With his white wife. Mm-hmm. Right? So these NFL players think the epitome of success and these, actors and rappers is get to Hollywood and then get a white wife. No. Black wives matter.
We appreciate our queens.
We appreciate our queens. Now, for a limited time only, this is $28. Now we have Alejandro, which I don't know he is putting each glitter piece in there one by one. This takes him 19 hours to do this shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he be like, "See, senor, I am very hungry and thirsty. I can't continue to do this." But I keep telling them, if you're thirsty, I'll give you some ice.
Somebody asked me on Twitter if Alejandro was a real person. I had to explain.
Yes, he is.
See, look at him.
Yeah. 19 hours to do this one shirt, and it's going for $28.
So get it while it's hot.
Get it while it's hot. They flying off the shelves.
It's a fact.
It's a fact. So with that being said, let's what we talking about?
Oh, let's get into it, man.
Let's get into it. You are tuned into the sounds of UrbanX. Side note, again, one for Malcom's shirt.
You gotta deduct points because he wearing a hat. He cheated.
Nice.
And two.
Two.
What he has on his shirt, it got inspired by me. You see the tattoo? See, he cheated. Look at him.
All I know is
see the tattoo?
All I know is this blue looks real good on me. And blue is my power color. See, I waited a couple of weeks into the competition to pull out my power. Whoa, hey, excuse me. God damn it.
Oh
shit. I can't say your name. Gwendolyn.
We appreciate it.
We appreciate that. Can we get some women's sizes for the petite ladies because unisex t-shirts fit me like a nightgown? Okay, we're gonna take care of that. That's coming soon. Remember, this is a soft rollout where we were just introducing some concepts for Black History Month. That ain't no problem. So as soon as we launch our official website and things of that nature, we will have the petite sizes and all of that stuff. But we thank you for your support.
Facts.
But you can wear one of these Black Wives Matter as a nightgown. Your husband will like that. You know what I'm saying? He'd be like, yeah, you know something, baby? I never even thought about that. Black wives do matter. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, we appreciate that support.
Facts.
And like I said, blue is my power color.
It's mine as well.
And I didn't want to hit him with that all at once, so I started the competition. And then I just hit him with the power colors. So yeah, let's get this going.
Okay, so first off, this came across early in the week. It looked like a real bizarre video, but Dame Dash, he was sitting down surrounded by
his film crew. His film crew.
And he was apologizing to Jay-Z, Leo Cohen, Steve Stout, Biggs.
Jim Jones.
I didn't know he had a problem with Jim Jones.
Yeah, I think they had some falling out or something.
So what you think? First, he said this was some stuff he said. He said, I don't have beef with nobody, pause. That's another thing. He's too old to be pausing after every 33 words, but all right, whatever.
Okay, yeah.
And it had nothing, like, that was a reach, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
He said, I'm working past it, so Jay-Z, if I offended you, I apologize. Leo Cohen, if I offended you, I apologize. This is after he wrote a whole book called Controversies.
Yeah.
Steve Stout, if I offended you, I apologize. Just cause you don't have the same morals and principles as me is cool. Little shot.
Passive aggressive, yeah.
And he said, I'm not angry with you no more. I did what I had to do. I was a little aggravated about Aaliyah. And you
excuse.
Yeah, I caught the broad end of it. It was therapy. That's what he said.
Okay. I'm going to let you tap into that because, I'm going to get a little extensive. I started to do a whole piece on this today, but I didn't have time.
Yeah.
So
first like watching the video, he just looked like really defeated, all right? Like, he was trying to shoulder this whole independence, everybody, should work.
I'm my own boss.
I'm my own boss. We don't need these Jews for nothing. We don't, need anybody else. And I guess like over the years, just like wear and tear got to him. He just looks defeated. The apologizing thing is wild because over the past, let's say 15 years, right? He's had a consistent argument, a consistent case against these people. But in the last year or so, I felt like it was way more magnified. He was way more out there with the interviews.
Stepping it up a
little bit with the interviews he was doing, the beefs he was like, the new beefs he was having with Flex and things like that. And for you to apologize now, that kind of just takes the wind out of everything you were saying and all the people that kind of supported you.
Yeah, very good points.
You know what I'm saying? So that's all I gotta say. I don't know why he apologized.
It's a little bizarre.
It's a little bizarre, yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna take this from a couple of angles because it's not it's a little bit more complicated than that. I feel. First of all, Dame Dash represents an idea, an independent idea, an idea that you don't need the system, right? Now, I'm always telling young people and old people alike never to live your life vicariously through these individuals, no matter who the individual is, because when they fold, you fold, right? It does not mean you cannot be inspired by the idea. But even in the most independent of independents have to depend on resources, outside sources. You have to sit down at the table with those who are a part of the system to get deals done, right? He has TV shows. Where he gonna put these shows at?
Right.
As I mentioned about a month ago, if a tree falls in the forest, does it make a sound? So if you have a dope project of any capacity, but nobody has heard it or viewed it, is it dope? So we have to work within the system, and you can still have an independent, meaning you making the final decisions on the destiny of your goal. But if you are to take what this man is saying literally, right? You are going to run into some real problems in the world.
Yeah.
So a lot of our people sit at these computers and they gas themselves up. Yeah, fuck that shit, Dame. Yeah, do that shit. And meanwhile, they're not the ones participating in the actual events of not dealing with the Jews. And you know what I mean?
What was interesting about Dame and the people who, a lot of people who support his idea, because you said it's an idea, that when they talk about being independent, we don't need these people, they're talking about it on the platforms that we don't own, right?
Absolutely.
He went in on Leo Cohen crazy, and then the platform that boosted that message, Leo Cohen is a big major player in YouTube.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. Yeah. See, now we're gonna start peeling back some of the actual layers of this shit, right?
Yeah.
So, and I want to throw this out there too. What would you do if, because we don't know if they stepped it up on him, threatened his family, had pictures of his kids, his daughter, maybe in an uncompromising position. Maybe they froze his bank accounts for a few days to show him just how much power that they have. See, it's one thing to receive a threat from a troll online that you know is not real. It's another thing to receive death threats or threats of real magnitude that are coming from people that you know have the ability to touch you. And when you speak about independence and you don't have no standing army with you, then that makes you a target, and a target that is easy to get to.
So do you think this was... So that's a good point, right? But what about the Rock Nation brunch that just happened?
I'm gonna get to that.
Okay.
All right, now you in my head movies. Get the fuck out of my head movies.
My bad.
All right, you all in my head movies. All right. So now, with that being said, you have to take that into consideration. What we're talking about, and it's easy to say, well, this is what I would do when your family is at stake, and now it brings more light to what Malcolm X was going through, right. What Dr. King was going through, what the Black Panthers were going through. They were receiving real threats. And when they isolate you, because remember, they isolated Malcolm from the nation. Now, Farrakhan probably could be the only one who could step in the club and say, fuck everybody in the club, right? Because he got a standing army with him who's ready to go to war. Not that Farrakhan would say that, because he is a righteous man. I'm trying to make a point. You can't, as Dame Dash, walk into the middle of the club and be like, fuck everybody in the club. And then stand there, wait for it, so you know some shit is going to pop, right? So his book, co-written by Kenyatta Griggs, I believe that's his name, Kenyatta Griggs from Hip Hop Motivation. Right. He's the one you see on YouTube with Dame, and he's pulling these stories and this inspirational information out of Dame. He had to come out and make a public statement like, basically, what the fuck is this? Right. Now my book has no value because you have recanted your statements. Now it's one thing to apologize to Jay-Z, right? You and Jay-Z been through some wars. And the public apology is another thing, brothers and sisters. To apologize is one thing. A public apology is a statement being made to the world, unless you're apologizing to the public, right? He could have called Jay-Z. Pretty sure he can get his number. He could have called Jim Jones, as he said he did, and he could have just apologized to these dudes on the low and left it at that. When you apologize to Leon Cohen, who you basically stated your life that this was a culture vulture, that these small hats have affected our culture and infiltrated our culture on a level that we may never get the culture back, right? And he had allies and accessories to those crimes. Jay-Z, Steve Stout, Kevin Lyles, Russell Simmons. The list goes on and on and on of these brothers who looked at the cash value that could be made, Steve Harvey, and decided that this would be better for us. Yeah. Dame Dash, as we mentioned, decided that that was uncomfortable for him. But when you make those kind of statements and you got these YouTube programs that you're trying to get ready, Dame Dash TV and all this, and Leo Cohen and them run that shit. Okay? So now it's a problem. And you're not a problem because you're on an island by yourself. Yeah. So I don't know what they did to Dame, but it looked weird. He looked defeated. I know he's having some health issues too. And they might have just turned it up on them because they got people who do wet work and they serious about that business. All right? You better, if you're not spiritually protected and understand that it's a war on multiple levels, they could have just turned it up on them and like, yo, drain your resources. All your resources are electronically. Yeah. That ain't nothing for hackers to go in and freeze your accounts. You know what I mean? Yeah. So all of this independence is an idea, and it is a great idea.
It's just not reality. Not right now.
It's not based in reality if you're talking 100% independence, because I can't do business with black people on a. You just saw a trigger.
Yeah, trigger warning. Yeah.
Trigger warning by Killer Mike, who was illustrating this. So Dame represents an idea, and that idea is a great idea. You know what I mean? In its principles. Right. But you cannot isolate yourself because no man is an island. And they will wait you out until your weakest point.
Which looks like right now.
Right now is his weakest point. Yeah. And them motherfuckers will make you apologize. Now, I, Black Dot, have to apologize. Leo, liar, whatever the fuck. I'm sorry for that shit, man. Dame, I mean, Jay-Z, I don't even know you, but I'm sorry for all the shit I said. And because look, you done fucked the game up.
Yeah.
You had an army of us rolling with you, not vicariously, because I don't live through no man. I know these niggas tell you one thing, and behind the curtain they have a whole nother agenda. But the concept and principle, it's sort of like if you believe in Colin Kaepernick, and next year you see him on the sideline warming up. He got a job now, but he ain't kneeling no more. Or he stay in the locker room when the national anthem play and defeat the whole purpose. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You know what I mean? So it's important you understand what's going on. Now, to the brunch.
Yeah.
With the happy niggas.
Yeah.
The happy niggas at the brunch. We the greatest.
It looked fun. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
yo, black power, black excellence. All that shit look great. And it's good to see upwardly mobile Negroes, because that's who they are now. These are uppity hip-hop niggas now.
Yeah.
Don't get it fucked up, right? Celebrating success. Maybe he saw that and was like, God damn, all the people I used to fuck with.
All in one spot.
Who all played their position,
Yeah.
Steve Harvey, played their positions properly, not to piss nobody off. And now we are in a situation of black excellence. You asked the question earlier in the week.
Yeah.
Does black excellence only mean entertainment?
That's what it seems like.
Great question.
Because every time Diddy, he's one of those people, and shout out, we went to the same high school. We attended the same high school. Not together, obviously. But every time he talks about black excellence, is always one of these parties with entertainers, like rappers, ball players, never doctors, never...
I want to go to the black excellence banquet with engineers,
Never that.
app makers, coders, investors, traders, what level of is that also black excellence? Or are we always stressing fucking entertainment?
Because at the end of the day, it's literally like you're just doing something for the entertainment of other people. You're rapping.
At the end of the day, I don't care.
Your ball play, even though like I get those jobs take a lot of skill, take a lot of determination, take a lot of practice and a lot of sacrifice to attain to those levels. But at the end of the day,
when all the smoke clear, what is it? It's entertainment.
It's entertainment, yeah.
And when I look on Forbes' list, entertainment is always at the bottom, right? Telecommunications, trading, investments, always at the top. And here we are, and I'm not knocking it, but I'm simply saying we cannot begin to think that our a ticket out of the ghetto is to fucking entertain people. Something else has to give, because we're going to always find ourselves in this position. This week is the All-Star game. Niggas going to be dribbling and jumping. It's entertainment, right? So we got to be clear. These niggas are saying black excellence is entertainment. And not all of them is making a lot of money. Don't get it twisted. You saw Jay, Diddy, a few other dudes making that real money.
But Jay, was it Diddy? Yeah, Diddy had a tweet talking about like, it's not all about billionaires. We need for revolution. Like we are the cause of a revolution. Something to that effect. And
he be talking cryptic, drunk shit to
nothing.
me.
It just be mad nothing.
It be mad nothing
in the tweet. Like he don't be talking about anything.
The most revolutionary he said was the black man is God. He did say that shit.
Yeah.
Whatever he said, and he was like, "Fuck that. The black man is God." I gotta clap that. Like, black man is God. I'm not gonna say everything the nigga say is out of pocket. But brothers and sisters, if entertainment is all that we can do, and we are the greatest entertainers to the world, we're gonna stay behind. Not saying Jay-Z and Nas and Diddy and Dre and these guys are not using their money to filter into other avenues, because they are. I have to give them credit. I have to give them that credit. But we have to remove the aspect of just entertainment. That all we are good for is to entertain people. We are much more than that as a people. And I think Dame Dash had a reflection. He might have been smoking some really good fucking weed and had an emotional moment. But the public apology to Leon Cohen is unacceptable at all costs. Because now Kenyatta Griggs' entire body of work, and I heard he had 6 chapters into book number 2, to continue this journey of informing our brothers and sisters.
Yeah, you're supposed to die on that sword.
You're supposed to die on that sword. I'm sorry, you have to die on that sword at all, especially after you've been the one telling us what's a boss move and what's not a boss move. That was not a boss move under any circumstances, with the exception of they scared the shit out of him and shit just got real. And don't tell me, yo, I'm a revolutionary. I'm gonna fuck my family. I'll die for the cause. And niggas will pull out a little champagne for you. You remember that nigga Black Dot? Yeah, man. Yeah, I share that nigga. And his whole family's no. So you have real decisions to make, and they should be based on your integrity, not money, Steve Harvey. You understand what I'm saying? So this is a very interesting topic and time for us to pay attention to. Dame Dash, I hope he's okay, but Dame Dash should represent ideas. Don't follow men anywhere. Yeah. I don't care if it's Noble, whoever. You stop following men anywhere, and I told y'all that. I had to get on some dudes in the chat about Tupac this week. His nigga been dead 23 years. I make a joke about him, and niggas got offended, right? Because we can, the Christ conscience, that we on that. You can't talk about Jesus and Tupac. Anybody else? I done talked about Dr. King, Malcolm X. I done talked about my mama, my kids. All that shit is funny. The minute I mentioned Tupac, niggas was like, I'm unsubscribing. I was like, well, nigga, bye. You know what I mean? So we have to be clear. This Dame Dash shit is serious. And, we have to see where it goes.
It also leads into a few more conversations we're going to have tonight.
Okay. I like that. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, another week of the Jussie Smollett saga.
Oh, we got more shit?
Yeah, he actually just did an interview this week talking about, like, he's pissed off that people don't believe him. Like, why would he lie about that?
So he's garnering, he's looking for sympathy now.
And if you watch the interview again...
Did he cry?
He did.
Somebody said it. But he's an actor, so I don't really know.
But you know what he was doing, which was, I guess, brilliant in your position, right? He was turning the discussion away from him, but to all gay people.
Oh, yeah, that was deflecting.
Yeah.
He was deflecting. So he was victim consciousness, and then deflecting on all the gay people. Right. Like, join me in this movement because we collectively are victims.
So it just came out today, as a matter of fact, that the police raided the home of two people of interest, and both men are of Nigerian descent and have appeared as extras on the show Empire.
What? Okay. Nigerian.
Yeah.
Not hate crime, not white KKK, and they was on the show.
Yeah, apparently they're on the show. Yeah.
Wait a minute. I mean, roll this around in my head movies. Nigerians, actors on the set. This goes back to what I said. I think him and Lee Daniels had a breakup.
A lot of people, and now I feel like more people online, from what I've been seeing, do see it might have been staged. Like, it might have been just...
I said this. Yeah. I said, I think him and Lee Daniels, he's ready to leave Lee. Lee don't like that shit. He grabbed a few extras and gave them a script, because that shit sounded like a script. Ain't you that faggot nigga from the show?
Because first of all, how are two maggot hillbillies gonna... MAGA hillbillies?
Yeah, MAGA, same shot. These niggas just emerged in downtown Chicago.
Hillbillies are gonna be in downtown Chicago. Recognize him, of all people.
Hillbillies ain't got TVs.
As the gay dude from Empire.
Right. So it was too scripted. It sounded like he was trying to shake Jesse down or something. You know, run up on that nigga. He go get a sandwich at 2:00. He go get a foot long down the block. Shit. Shake his ass up and read the script. Read it back to me. Yeah. Okay, yeah. This is faggot nigga from show. We MAGA world, MAGA nation. And yes, got it, boss, got it. That's what the fucking shit sound like to me, right? Mm-hmm. So now he's gonna double down on some shit. Okay, yeah.
So the Chicago PD denied that they believe it was a false allegation.
They need to just arrest his ass. You want to take his ass?
Yo, I saw a tweet
to a high prison. Take his ass to prison.
I saw a tweet, and the guy said, "So if he's staging crimes and then calling the police on people that didn't do anything. Gay black men the white women of black people?
That's a very good question.
You remember the article?
Yeah.
Straight black men, the white men of black people, something like that. So
he's
flipping around.
He's flipping it around.
It's obviously satire, but it's a funny tweet.
Yeah. I mean, I wish him well, but that shit didn't sound right from the beginning. I'm just keeping it a buck.
I wonder what's gonna happen to him.
He's really gonna get punched in the face.
No, you know what's
somebody.
But it when things like this happen and then you blame it on your sexuality, you cry wolf at some point. So now other people who actually go through this,
that was women's issues all the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? Here it is. I don't even want to admit to my me being a victim because y'all gonna turn twist it into. There's so many people lying and it's so much going on, man. It really is, and he's messing it up for real gay people who are being assaulted.
Yeah, I said that.
That's what you just said?
Yeah, I just said that.
Okay, I like to steal ideas. Yeah. My wife is famous for that shit.
My God.
I'll be like, we're going to go with blue. She'll be like, no.
No, you know what the thing is?
The thing is,
we should go with blue.
We should, with a straight face. And we'd be like, didn't I just say that? No, she just, she steals. She steals a lot. Yeah. Facts.
Dead serious with that too.
She be dead ass serious with that shit.
So we'll keep an update on this side.
We'll keep an update on Jussie. It is Valentine.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
All right, so let's get into the Steve Harvey Monique thing.
Oh yeah, this nigga.
Okay, first of all, when I first heard about this, I heard about it on the radio, right, like 2 weeks ago. And the way the radio person, I forgot what station it was on, made it seem like they almost actually came to blows. Like,
yeah, they said she threatened to smack him.
Yeah.
And he said, you're going to have to, if you do, you're going to have to bring your husband out here and we're going to have to deal with that. You know what I mean? So, that's what he's supposed to say.
Yeah, but I didn't see any.
Because he could have been like, bitch, you smack me, I smack you back. Because my mom's was ghetto. Odessa, my mother was anybody. I don't care who it is. You smack them back. I'll tell you a ghetto story. Real quick ghetto story. Right now?
All right, go ahead.
I used to like this girl. Her name was Amanda. We were in the 4th grade. No, 3rd. We was in the 2nd grade together. Okay. She was really big for a girl, though. Okay. But I liked her. But she always smelled like pee.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So she had a pee problem and shit. You know me. I've been this funny dude my whole life. So I'm starting to joking, and I told her she smelled like pee. And she got offended.
Okay.
But she smelled like pee. It was the truth. And she ran up on me, son. And she pushed me to the floor hard. And here I am, and the class is like, ooh. Now, 2nd grade, that's pressure. That's pressure. I like her. She's cute, but she smells like pee. I'm giving y'all the scenario. And now I'm on the floor, and I'm looking up at this big, giant girl, who I like, but she smells like pee. And I have a decision to make, right? Mm-hmm. So I could have been like, nah, that's cool. Y'all stop. When keeping it real goes wrong, I had to get up. And I had to put in 2nd grade work, son. I put that 2nd grade work in on her, son. I had to. You know what I mean? And I'm not proud. She was a girl. That's foul. But, just, hey, when keeping it real goes wrong, I think I got suspended, and that's the ghetto story.
What's your problem, man?
Ghetto Cosby story of the night. Yeah, that's a true story.
You have issues.
Shout out to Amanda, wherever you are. I'm pretty sure you've cleaned up well. Because if you still smell like pee, that would be weird. But then again, when you reach 50, like you could have a bladder problem. So she could have started as a pee girl, lived a great life.
And it's back to it.
And then she turned 50 and now she has to wear a Depends. Could happen. I could meet her now and be like, oh shit, you still smell like pee. It could happen. Just rolling things around in my head movies.
To all my friends who watch, this is what I deal with.
All right, let's get back to some serious stuff. Because, that was way off track.
So, Monique and Steve Harvey, she went on his show to talk about her being blackballed from Hollywood.
Yeah.
And it got heated.
Yeah, it got a little heated.
You gonna
play some of that?
I'm gonna play some of it. Yeah. It got a little heated. What I will say about this though is, I feel like people's reaction to this is like, me and you talk about the low hanging fruit all the time, like the easy arguments to make, and I feel like a lot of people miss those arguments because I felt like this conversation was way more nuanced than people would like to admit. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to find it right now.
Okay. Yeah.
It's two wars. It's what your issue is, and it's what the perception of the issue is, and the narrative has changed.
See, I'm hearing what you're saying, baby, and I agree with it when the narrative changes. But if all of y'all said, this is the only issue I have with it, baby, when all of y'all said privately, to include Oprah, all of y'all said privately, I've done nothing wrong.
When you tell the truth, you have to deal with the repercussions of the truth. We black out here. We can't come out here and do it any kind of way we want to. Listen to me. Your husband can't be the Sydney that he really is out here.
Let me tell you something.
That flexing,
we
got to flex a different way. We out here in a game. This the money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This is the money game.
But
we in the money game. And you cannot sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them. You cannot help them.
We're in the money game, but let me tell you what the game is before the money game. Before the money game, it's called the integrity game. And we've lost the integrity worrying about the money.
But Mo,
wait a minute.
If I crumble, my children crumble, my grandchildren crumble, I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement. There are ways to win the war in a different way.
Okay, what you guys say?
Wow.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see that. Okay. Yeah, I saw that. It's not the first time seeing it. I did that for like effects and shit. Yes. Here's the thing. This also ties into the Dame Dash situation.
Yeah, it does.
She took an independent stance. She represents an idea, and she was blackballed, and privately they told her you did nothing wrong. But in the face of these Jews, these small hats who run Hollywood, we have to have our cloak and dagger on. Right? I had clear issues with him saying the best thing you can be for black people, for poor people, is not be one of them. Yeah. Because that's a disassociation a trait.
What that seemed like to me was like, that for that split second, he forgot he was on TV.
It definitely sound like that.
Like he was having like a real
people in your audience are poor.
Yeah.
The people you out goofing and cooning in front of are poor people. Yeah. These very poor people are giving you the very little money they have to hoist you up to a level to do more coonery.
Now, what I will say is that the discussion, the age-old debate between like the bag and your integrity, that's been going on forever.
Absolutely.
Right? And then what he's saying is that you're right, you have an argument, you like we agree with you, but you're going about it the wrong way, which is also something I agree with. I think she could have handled it a different way. Because she tried to isolate herself, and that creates, you know,
she put herself outside of the house,
right? And
she's throwing rocks back into the house, or asking why nobody is opening the back door to let her back in the house.
Right.
So I understand those principles. And here's the thing:
she burnt a lot of bridges.
She burnt a lot of bridges. Yeah. Integrity is critical in all aspects of life, right? Integrity for me is how you conduct yourself when nobody is looking. That's integrity. Integrity is knowing you can tell your boys, your A1 from day one, go pick my girl up from the airport, take her shopping and just drop her off home, and not have to worry that your boy is going to do something or your wife is going to do something. There are so many levels, and we have lost that chasing the bag, right? Because these devils, I keep telling y'all, it's not about the money per se. It's about the energy you exert to get the money that they're happy about. These are energy vampires. So what will Steve Harvey do? What energy will he exert to get the bag? What level of integrity will he sacrifice to get the bag? Because the bag is what it's subjected to be. So
do you think that Monique would have this stance if this ever happened to her? If she was never blackballed?
Probably not.
That's my issue.
And I have that, but sometimes you have to be exposed to things for you to realize, oh shit, these people I thought were my friends are not my friends.
Yeah, but I also have a problem with a lot of people who are, like, as a reaction from these videos, I'm going to play part 2 in a little minute, but who are saying that yeah, that's the problem. Like, I would never, risk my integrity for my job, but they had a job that they hate.
You had a job.
You had with a racist boy that you know is racist that you say nothing to.
And this is what we mean by selective
facts,
outrage, and selective, because what would you do?
Facts.
Right?
Yeah.
So I got to go to this job where I know the boss hates me until I create something else. And remember, the same forces used to obtain are the same forces used to maintain. Mm-hmm. So you live in a very cushy life. This is what happened to Terry Crews. Yeah. Terry Crews has created a cushy life playing a fucking goofball in all of his movies and all of this shit. And then a small, little, timid, small hat Jew boy ran up on him and grabbed his nuts in front of his wife. And he had to say integrity would be to punch this nigga in his mouth. Right. The bag, because I got so many people, Steve Harvey, thinking about me, and I got to depend on, I have to sit there like a fucking gorilla and do nothing. Right? Mm-hmm. This is the same scenario, just different.
But, people praise Terry Crews for that, though.
I don't know what people in their right mind praise that shit.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's based on who they like and who they don't like.
But you also got to understand, in this day and time that we live in, your generation, per se, is about the bag. And they don't care how they obtain the bag. I've never seen so many beautiful, intelligent black women who just selling box. Straight up. I got box for sale. It's box.
Yeah, they call it sex work.
Sex work. Yeah. No in-between game. Yeah. Nigga, what you talking about? I'm here. You can book me. So this bitch might be a circus clown. I can book her. Look her up. Maybe she's famous. No, you can get the box. Yeah. Straight up. I've never seen this before in my life. So now the bag is the only. And if you mention anything of integrity, you a hater. Fuck that shit. And this goes back to what I talked about behind closed doors. These dudes are doing things unspeakable to maintain a certain level, even at the Rock Nation brunch. Whole bunch of boule homosexual niggas up in that party. And they all down with that shit, so they all feel comfortable. Don't tell me anything different because I know better. Right? So now she's saying, where was y'all when y'all probably put a battery in my back when the cameras wasn't on? Yeah, that's right. You right. You ain't do shit. But when it's time to go up and fight, because she's an island. No woman is an island. She cannot beat Hollywood by herself. So it looks cool.
But it's also because they was having a discussion on the Breakfast Club today, right? And somebody put it this way, like, say you get into an argument with your boy or something, right? Mm-hmm. And y'all have I'm saying it the wrong way. Say like it's three of y'all friends, whatever. Two of your boys get into an argument. One comes to you, y'all talk about it. You go, yeah, I see your point, right?
Right.
And then he goes back to the other boy, says something totally off script, and says, D agrees with me too. You gonna go, whoa.
Right. Absolutely. Slow down.
Wait. Time
out, son. I told you that in confidence.
Like, that's what a lot of people felt like it happened with a lot of her contacts in the Hollywood industry, because like she started wilding.
But she also understands that Hollywood is a game. Mm-hmm. She know the rules. Monique know the rules of what Hollywood presents. And if you go off script, they will make you look fucking crazy.
I think her husband has a lot to do with it.
And her husband is her new handler.
Yeah, I think he has a lot to
do with it. He's the handler. I don't know his name. He's the handler. Because he's putting batteries in her back to go against us, because she thinks her worth is greater than what it is. Not talking about on the personal level of her being a black woman, because, hold up my t-shirt.
Because black wives matter.
Because Monique, as a black woman, black wives matter. We're not going to say that. But her value in Hollywood may be, you know what I'm saying, inflated, because they have the ability to inflate or deflate as they see fit. Fact. So maybe she thought, I got an Oscar now.
And it means nothing.
And that shit means nothing. I got an Oscar, so they have to no, they do not. This is their world. They create the rules and regulations. People in the chat room, tell me if I'm wrong. So it's a game being played. It's sort of like that movie.
And then she went against the most powerful black people in that community.
You don't go against Oprah. She's a monster, right? You started going against Oprah, Lee Daniels, and you on your own doing it. And while it looks good, Tyler Perry, while it looks good for those who are sitting behind their computer desk, flipping their burgers or whatever it is they're doing. That's right, Monique. You can't take the system down like that. You just can't. And if you can, please show me what one person who has done it. Right? So Dame Dash is learning a lesson.
Yeah.
Monique is learning a lesson. I'm not talking morals here. I'm talking about the power of Hollywood and these small hats and how they operate. She is done in Hollywood.
Yeah, you just have to be. It's called code switching. You know what I'm saying?
What's that movie?
Which one?
Where the dude, he has a Hollywood voice and he has the hood voice. It was a nice little underground movie. I saw it. Y'all know in the chat room. Like, How Can I Help You? I think that's the name of the movie.
Yeah, I know. It just came out like recently, like last year.
Yeah, my man, The Cool. From The Cool had...
I know who you're talking about. I don't know the name.
Yeah, I saw it.
Sorry to Bother You?
Sorry to Bother You.
Sorry to Bother You, yeah.
Right? It's a code switch. Right?
Yeah.
My wife does it all the time. She from fucking Coney Island. She bust your ass too. But then I call her job sometimes. She work in executive office. Hello, how are you? How can I help you? I'm like, I want to speak. Who the fuck's this? It's my wife and shit. Because it's a code switch. Us understanding how this game is played.
And it's not like cooning or something.
That's not cooning.
Yeah.
That's the spy who sat by the door. The spook who sat by the door, understanding how if you do not know the rules, you can't win at the game. You have to know what the rules are of this shit.
And in my opinion, if you follow anybody who says that you can 100% go against the system, you can 100% do for self, you're bugging.
You're bugging. Show me who. Nature Boy. My man Nature Boy, he's out in the jungle eating off the wilderness.
Puts up videos on Instagram.
But then I saw the nigga go into a supermarket and get some fruit. I saw it. They came out of the wilderness and they went to the supermarket. So that was a little weird to me. But then they went back into the jungle. Nature Boy. Yeah. Other than that, it ain't happening.
Yeah.
It ain't happening. We cannot bring you this information we trying to bring to you, you know what I mean, without these devices here. So we're trying to understand there's a form of assimilation that has to take place, but behind the scenes we're trying to be as independent as possible.
Facts.
To make the decisions that govern our direct lives. Right? Your man Trump is getting ready to wild out and do some other stuff which may affect our lives in the grand scheme of things. But on the micro level, we're trying and fighting for as much independence. But we got to buy shirts from people. We don't know who the fuck these people are. We got to do all of these things, ink, and we got to do so many other things that we do not control just so we can have a piece of the pie. So let's not, what you never going to get on this show is fake outrage or fake any of that. We're going to give it to you as raw because this is our lives we're talking about. So I'm not against Monique, but she's going up against a conglomerate. And she's not even going up against a phantom Jews. She could have been like the Jews, and we'd have been like, that's right. She going black people. She going the black people who are the gatekeepers for you to even get a piece of the pie in the industry. Dame Dash, I had no problem with him apologizing to Jay-Z, Steve Styles. These are black men. And I like to see black men sitting down at the table and working out their issues. I have all the issues in the world with you apologizing to fucking Leo Cohen after you spend the last 5 or 6 years unveiling who he is. And
that threw me. I was like, what?
Right? But if you got YouTube shows coming out.
And then he, like, in his apology, he threw a shot at Steve Styles.
Facts. Here's the thing. This all started with the R. Kelly documentary. Because once the R. Kelly documentary dropped, he went on Nick Cannon's show, and because it was a hot item, they started talking about Foxy Brown and his underage action with Foxy Brown and his relationship with Aaliyah.
Yeah.
This nigga Jay-Z doubled down. He knew R. Kelly raped or molested and married an underage girl. So when he met her, he had to know that already. And he didn't try to comfort her because she is scarred as a young woman who could use some real male protection. This nigga doubled the fuck down.
This is true. That happened.
And then wait a minute. Then Dame Dash gets a hold of her.
Yeah.
And he knew that R. Kelly raped her and abused her, and Jay-Z probably took advantage of her, and he didn't become the fucking protector that he was supposed to be for this young black queen. This nigga tripled down. And he started fucking her. Don't play with me. Yeah. Y'all niggas is playing games. I'm not here playing games. Yeah. Right? And I don't owe Leo no more money. He could take this fucking channel. Sorry about that. You just be... You understand my point? So this shit is interesting, but it started with that because Jay-Z's name started going in the mix. Started 2 weeks before that with Funkmaster Flex going in.
Remember, it's like recently he's
and then all of them might have just got together and said, yo, we got to teach this nigga a lesson. He think this shit is a game. Yeah. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry with an underground that has been surviving for years. A Jewish mafia, an Italian mafia, a Russian mafia, and now we got a black mafia who don't play that shit. There's the underground and then there's the underground, right? And these niggas are extorting money and moving guns and moving drugs through a network of artists and systems that have been in place long before Dame Dash shows up. You understand my point? And now you're going to start talking shit and trying to fuck up what we do here? Oh no, nigga, you out your goddamn mind. So this is what we have going on, and now they're going to teach Dame a lesson. And Dame should die on this sword, but that's just my opinion. But I'm going to tell you this, if niggas send me pictures of Eli walking down with his little walker and shit, and they got like, we gonna take this nigga out. I'll be on here like, yo, Leo, I'm sorry, man. Yeah. Niggas be like, Doc done sold out. That's right, get my family. Let's get the fuck up out of here. We moving to the country. I ain't got time for this shit. You understand my point? So don't tell me what you would do unless you found yourself in that situation. Can you imagine? You saw the picture of Malcolm looking out the fucking window with his shit. Like every night I can't sleep. His niggas is firebombing my house, and I got my babies in here, right? Now, if you ain't got no kids or you don't give a fuck about them and you grown, you can do what you want to do. And you still only represent an idea because you can't really move the fucking mountain, right? So don't tell me, oh, I'm going to, you don't know what you going to do when they show you pictures of your mama. You know what I mean? At her little school or whatever the case may be. And they do shit like that to show you just how easy this shit is. So if anything short of that, he should have died on the sword. Fuck a cable show. Fuck being on YouTube. Fuck all of that shit, Dame. Anything less of your family. And I gotta say that because one thing my gift is, and I always tell y'all this, is perspective. I always put myself as much as possible in the next man's shoes and say, well, what would I do if they don't show me pictures of my sons and my wife, and I know they have the capability to pull that off? Right. Do I want to go to my children's funeral for the movement and shit, and I gotta sit there and cry, and you niggas will just turn the fucking page and continue to be on YouTube talking this shit y'all talking? Am I willing to do that? Right? No, I'm not.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Huh?
Somebody said slow down, Doc. Not the channel.
Yeah, not the channel, Doc. Slow down, nigga.
Yeah, let's get some positivity in the room.
Yeah, let's get some positivity. Let's talk something positive.
Let's talk something positive. So, this week's Urban Excellence story goes... Hold on. So this week's Urban Excellence story, for those who are not familiar, we like to share a story highlighting people within our community who are doing great things, positive work. We just talked about Diddy's Black Excellence and how he only highlights entertainment. You know
high bougie, boule entertainment, bourgeois shit. That shit is cool.
So we want to highlight real people from our community, people we can touch. And a lot of these stories are sent to us. Some of these stories are personal. Again, if you have a story that you want to share with us,
please send it to us, UrbanX.NYC at gmail.com.
Yes.
Send us some stories.
Send some stories. Or you can hit us up on Instagram or Twitter, stuff like that. But this week's story goes out to one of my best friends, one of my brothers, my man, Andre Trust.
Andre Trust.
Yeah.
His last name is Trust.
Trust, yeah.
How can you go wrong? Yeah. I like this nigga already.
So my boy Trust, he just opened up. He just opened the doors to his own brokerage firm.
His own brokerage firm?
Yes, in Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Clap that up again. God damn.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So he put this on Facebook. He said, after months of strategy sessions and meeting with investors, sale after sale, we are proud to say that we are 100% independent. For those who believed in us and told us we could truly do it, I thank you. To all of our valued clients who are now family, I thank you. We have a lot in store. We are ready to do some good work in a new atmosphere with unique commission splits and an energetic office space that we're ready for it all. Thank you. We will be hosting a ribbon cutting soon. For those interested in coming out to invites will be sent out. Best wishes.
Best wishes. Show me some. He got some pictures of this going on?
I don't have the pictures of
because he showed me some pictures of him hoisting up the big ass signs.
The signs. He got his office chairs. His
office chairs. Yeah. And this is a part of Malcolm's think tank group. It's some very young positive brothers.
Yeah. So shout out to Trav. Shout out to Josh. Shout out to Clinton. Dre, and it's me. Yeah.
All of them guys, they get together and they have these power meetings amongst themselves. You know what I'm saying? I was calling it a sausage fest. I just thought the niggas was hanging out for nothing. I'm like, nigga, ain't no girls that that's a sausage fest. He's like, nah, Dad, this is a think tank. And they all pull and push on each other to motivate each other to do better. So I'm going to clap that up. This is called Tell Us Trust.
It's him and his partner. It's him, they met, he's in the military, he's in the Marines, so they met in the military, and he said they started talking about what they wanted, and then they just
found a common ground.
Piece of paper, pen, they just started writing down ideas.
Mapping it out.
And it took a while, because I remember when he first started this journey, and to see it is actually dope. I'm really proud of you, bro. And yeah.
And I'm going to say this, and I don't say this often, Dre, you can hire me. You can hire me, Dre. I can only work on Tuesdays.
Yeah. So now
and via Skype.
Yeah. Yeah. I know some. I'm telling you, my friends, like my high school friends, my college friends. I know some dope people.
Absolutely. But you know what? You've always had the ability to get with a network of brothers and sisters who at least had something going. Tell me who you hanging out with. I can tell you where you gonna be. That's just the way it's always been. I've been blessed to be around the same. My A1 from day ones has always been go-getters, and you know we surrounded ourselves in music and positive things, and it does have an effect on your life. You hanging around with broke dudes, you're gonna be broke.
Facts. So I tell you a quick story. So the first time I met Trust was freshman year football tryouts at Mount.
Okay.
Right. So we were the first ones. We were one of the first ones to actually make the team.
You were a scrub back then.
I was nice.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. If I remember, you were a scrub.
I was nice.
Okay. All right.
So it was this was a Thursday practice, right? We were practicing in helmets and shoulder pads. So the next day we were practicing in full pads. So we were everybody's gonna
start getting some hitting.
Yeah, we were gonna be hitting. So then practice was over. I'm walking back, with the Gatorade and stuff like that, and I overheard him talking. He said, "Yeah, I'm the hardest hitter on this team." Now, you know me.
Oh, I know you. I all jokes aside, you heard that shit. Your ears probably.
Yeah, I was like,
what?
So, the whole time during this football trials and stuff, I never talked no smack. I just, just did what I had to do. Yes, coach, no coach. Yeah, I just did what I had to do. So when he said that, I said, "Oh, right." I stopped and everything. I said, "For real? I'm gonna see you tomorrow, right?" So then he goes, "All right." So he was like, "All right, whatever, it's nothing, cool."
Yeah.
So then the next day we had tackling practice. So we had what the drill was, if you play a defensive back, right, you had to do three back pedal steps, and the runner had to run which direction you had to make the tackle, right?
Right. Yeah.
So I went first. I tackled some kid. I forgot who it was. Nothing. I ran against somebody. It was nothing. So coach said, "All right, Bowser, you done for the day." So I'm like, "All right, cool." Right, so everybody goes. I'm getting water. I'm just sitting down. The coach says, "Yo, we need somebody to run against Trust." I'm like, "Who? Give me the ball." Right. So I snap my helmet back on. So the way it was that the coach was standing behind Trust, and the coach was telling me which way to run.
Right.
Now, and you had to start with the ball in your hand, and you had to start on the knee.
Okay.
So the defensive back, he's already up, so you kind of at a disadvantage already because he's up. You have to get up, then get going. So the coach told me to run, I think, to my left. So I looked to my right, before the whistle blew to give him the idea that I was
going to run right,
to give me a little split second.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Split second to get up on your feet.
Whistle blows, I run, I knock Trust clean out, out, right? So then this was like, and he came to me afterwards and told me he actually never played football before. That was the first time he ever had to tackle somebody. So I kind of took advantage. I didn't know.
Okay.
Whatever, right?
Yeah.
So fast forward a couple months into the season, I was one of the captains of the team. I was feeling myself. He played quarterback, so he was one of the captains too. But I was feeling myself every day at practice, like, yo, nobody's messing with me in this football thing.
Your head was getting inflated.
Head was getting big, you know what I'm saying? So then we doing tackling practice, right? So then it's me going against Trust, and this is the first time we went against each other since that first time. Right? So I had to tackle. So again, I had to do 3 back battle steps and tackle him, right? Yeah. So this day, right, I'm going to preface this, right? It was raining the day before.
Oh, here come the bullshit. Here come the bullshit.
It was raining the day before, right?
Here come the bullshit.
So I did my 3 back pedal steps, and on the 3rd step, I slipped a little bit.
Yeah.
So then, I ran, and he ran me over, right? But I tackled him, but he ran me over.
He ran me over.
He caught me, right?
Trust, we'll talk.
He definitely caught me, right? So I'm like, oh. So then the coach goes, yo, Bowser, he ran you over. Everybody in the team was laughing. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna kill this nigga. Like I'm I gotta kill him now. So then it was.
This is an extended story.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So offensive practice is going. And scout defense is just like practice defense, people that don't really play. Mm-hmm. So I said, bet I'm going on a scout because I was a starter, so I never went on a scout. So I'm like, I'm going in. So the coach was like, all right, Bowser, like calm down. So then I try to get him again, and he spins on me, embarrass me again.
Oh yeah.
And then the coach bring me to the side. He goes, yo, did you get that Trust that just knocked you out? He said, did you get the license plates to that Trust that just knocked you out?
Wow. Yeah,
I was tight.
Yeah, I was tight. This was a long story.
I never tell stories. Again, a long story short, again, proud of you, Trust. You did your thing.
Absolutely. And it's going to be some tough days. Work yourself through it. Every challenge that you come across is supposed to be there for that reason.
That's a fact, man.
Because we've been going through hell. We only been in business for 2 weeks, and we've been going through some shit up in here just to get this thing right. We want to get it right, and I'm telling Malcolm, no worries. Everything we going through, we have to go through so that in 6 months' time, we're better than we are today. So you're going to go through things in your business. Sometimes it's going to be slow. Sometimes it's going to pick up state of course. We here at UrbanX are proud of you.
Facts, bro.
You are tuned into the sounds of UrbanX.
Okay, so this rapper, his name is YNW Melly.
YNW Melly. Okay.
He's a South Florida rapper.
I was about to say, he sound like he's from Florida.
Yeah, South Florida rapper. He has a song called Murder on My Mind.
Murder on My Mind.
Yeah, he's kind of
typical rap song.
Yeah, it's like singing melodic. Beautiful voice.
Beautiful.
Voice.
Okay.
But the way he describes actually murdering somebody is gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. Yeah. It's like a piece of art.
Yeah, his voice of an angel. Yeah. But it came out the other day that he was just arrested and charged with double murder with people from his own crew. He murdered
his 2 best friends.
Yes. It's a group of 4 of them, and him and one of his other boy murdered the other 2.
Why?
And staged it as a drive-by shooting.
Why?
No idea. His last name, get this, his name is Jamel Demons.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that goes to say it.
Yeah. That's a joke that writes itself.
This is a joke that writes itself.
I don't know.
But a lot of these dudes, remember, we're in the snitching era. So a lot of these rappers snitch on themselves in all of their bars.
Yeah.
Now, some of them are faking, and some of them have really done that shit.
Yeah, these Southern Florida rappers, I believe everything they talk about.
Yeah, them Southern.
In Chicago, I believe
everything in Chicago.
Yeah, I believe everything they talk about.
They did that shit. Yeah.
It says police and court documents say that Demon shot his 2 friends and staged the entire scene inside the Jeep. And on February 7th, a grand jury indicted both of them on first-degree murder charges.
And see, they'd be like, yeah, because the drive-by shooting on the 5th of July, you know what I'm saying, while two dudes were sitting in the red Cadillac, used to be my man and them on the dark night at 7:47, the shots rang out. Nigga, that's everything that happened to these niggas.
With the song, the song that people keep talking about that he's like talking about a murder, it's called Murder on My Mind. It was actually done before... It was actually uploaded before.
Okay, so all right, so
he kind of technically had murder on his mind.
Had murder on his mind. Yeah. Sort of like when Children's Story came out with Slick Rick.
I didn't know that was a true story too.
Yeah, I mean, no, he did the rhyme about Children's Story for those who are old enough, and then he actually wound up in a situation similar where he was in a shootout.
So that happened first.
Yeah, the song happened first.
Oh, so he kind of just spoke it into existence.
He spoke it into existence. Okay. Sort of like Ready to Die.
I didn't know that.
You know what I'm saying, and all that kind of shit, and life after death, and you know. Some of the things we,
21 Savage, he's released on bond.
Yeah, let's clap that up.
Yeah. And apparently, ICE dropped the charges against him.
Yeah.
So that means there was no real...
No real threat there. I think they were just doing that.
No, not no real threat. It was no real reason to arrest him in the first place.
Because his paperwork has already been in. Yeah. For a valid visa or whatever the case may be. It's been 2 years in the making, and they had no reason to stop him. He wasn't a threat. He's been paying his taxes. Yeah. He's taking care of his kids. So we know that that's something else that was going on. And again, it might have just been him mentioning the small hats or immigration and some other things, and trumping them, saying, let's bring this boy in, let's see what it really is. Yeah, Could be. But I think, I'm pretty sure the lawyers by Jay-Z helped him out. Yeah. Jay-Z's doing a lot of revolutionary shit.
Political, on a low.
On the low, which is the way it's supposed to be. Yeah. Right? So I get up here and, I speak about some of the things I don't like about individuals, but he's doing a lot of, moves that are trustworthy and honorable as somebody in the black community who could. And I got to call it for what it is.
And what I got to say to the people, because a lot of times people criticize Diddy and Jay, and we do it as well, about what they actually do to help people, but him actually providing a lawyer for 21 Savage, him paying Meek's fees, that's revolutionary in the fact that those black men who are up and coming, now they have a powerful friend. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, they have an ally.
They have an ally who's powerful, just like a white kid who will have, the mayor or something.
Absolutely, and I love it because it's also demonstrating that we can get this done. Right. All in the 60s, you know how many artists funded the revolution back then?
You were just watching Sam
Cooke.
Sam
Cooke documentary is amazing. You know what I'm saying, of his life, and a lot of them would put the money up to bail the people out, and they didn't want no fame, they didn't want no recognition, but that was one hand washing the other. Those who are sitting in the restaurants, making those sacrifices, when I go to jail, I know I'm gonna get bailed out. Right. So we have all that. So now you see Jay-Z doing the same thing for prominent individuals. So now you have these allies in place. And Jay-Z, of course, had the documentaries on Trayvon Martin. He's got some other things. My man, Khalif Browder. So Jay-Z is putting his money where his mouth is. Doesn't mean he has to be perfect or need to be idol worship as if he can't make no mistakes and he's above reproach. He is not.
Because we can easily point out the fact that the actual news stations that are debuting these documentaries that he's putting together are aiding to white supremacy.
Absolutely.
We can go into those.
We can go into all them little particulars because he don't own no networks.
That's a fact.
Right? And all of this a toast to black excellence, we still don't own no networks. We don't own no banks.
No factories.
We don't own no factories. We don't know. We're not doing our own agriculture. We don't own none of this. But y'all cranking out rappers, right? Now, another thing I wanted to say. It's one thing because we say a lot of shit like, oh, that's blood money. Them niggas is the Illuminati. But yet we got our hand out when they get the money.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Hashtag mute hypocrisy. Wait a minute. Either these niggas has got blood money and you shouldn't want none of it because of your integrity.
Yeah.
Or but niggas be out like this. Them niggas is the Illuminati. Can I get a piece of that?
Right.
So we can't have it both ways. Right? Because again, that's just us addressing the hypocrisy in all of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're not. I'm not immune to that shit. I've called these niggas everything but the fucking child of God. So understand it, but we can't have it both ways.
Like prime example, right? When we talk about hypocrisy, there was a new football league that came out.
AFF.
The AFF. And I asked you, I said, so if Colin Kaepernick has all his money, he still signed with Nike.
Right.
And he still wants to play football. If it was about football still,
he would go to the AFF
and play.
If it was about football.
But it's not.
It's not. It's about the symbol.
It's about, didn't he trademark his image?
He probably trademarked his afro and all
Something
that
like
shit.
Yeah, like.
And I'm going to say this too. And for all the people who think I'm hating on Kaepernick, give me $40 million safe, tucked away, and I will protest everything out this bitch. Right? When I'm sitting on $40 million, fuck everybody in the club. Hands down. Yeah. Fuck the Jews, the Christians, the gays, fuck everybody. Because I got $40 million.
Yeah.
Right? That shit is easy. Try doing that shit that Ali did when he knew he wasn't going to have no money. Or Malcolm, when the little bit of money he was getting from the nation, they was like, nah, son.
Yeah.
Try that shit then. Right? That's revolution on a whole nother level. So all of this, new age revolutionary shit where my bag is secured.
Yeah.
And I'm just coming out here to help you niggas.
And that's not to say that our activists should be broke.
That's not. I'm talking something totally different.
Yeah, that's not to say that either.
Right, but if the corporation, if the machine is what we're fighting against, and the machine has paid you,
yeah, because I remember
that's some bullshit.
Because I remember discussing the Black Lives Matter dude.
With the jacket,
with the vest. I figured his name out. And I talked about like how the fact that he always wears his jacket. Always wears the bubble vest.
Right.
Signifies that he's not really in it. He's in it for himself.
Exactly. You want to be recognized.
He wants to be branded as
the dude with the fucking jacket.
DeRay.
Okay. Yeah. That shit. So understanding those issues, we have a lot to clean up in our community.
That's fact.
And we got to start calling a spade a spade. We're not going to do no fake outrage up here. None of that shit. We gonna call it like we see it. Yeah. Side note, one for Malcom's shirt. That's a cool shirt. It's got the Urban X with the, And two for Black Dot shirt / hat. If the hat affects you as well.
Nah, you needed to deduct points.
Yeah.
We needed to deduct points. So, for the people who are just joining us, go to UrbanX.NYC for your Black History merch, $28 for 28 days.
$28 for 28 days. Side note,
quick plug.
Before we get into that, we are trying to get Eli's YouTube channel up to 1,000 subscribers. All right? Now, for those who follow, I do a show on Tuesday. I'm the only one that works 2 days a week here. And I do a show here on Thursday. So check me and Eli out. It's in the description.
It is in the description.
It's in the description, the Wait Podcast, right? I think he's got maybe 300 subs, and we just be in there rocking, right? Now we trying to get him up to 1,000 subs. So if you want to help us and you can't donate no bread, that's cool. Just go and link and watch the show, because I beat Eli down too. I don't care if he got a disability. Everybody gets beat down in front of me. You see what I'm saying? So the Wait Podcast, we're going to get him up to 1,000 subs. I want to do that this week, guys. So, by next week's show, let's get him up to 1,000 subs, if we can.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, President Donald Trump plans to sign a compromise border security measure in conjunction with declaring a national emergency to secure the border wall.
So, what does this mean? This means even if the Democrats do not give him the money, he's going to get the money by declaring a national emergency.
Yes.
Like, this wall must go up.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, these Mexicans build tunnels under walls all the time. They're the greatest architects we probably have. So what is this wall going to do? Or is the wall a symbol of something else? See, we're back to symbols now.
So the wall, is a symbol, but all of it is beyond that. It was a Super Bowl claim he made early in the campaign.
So now he's campaigning for the second.
Yeah,
if he gets this done
before the next election, It's not gonna get. I don't think it's gonna get done before the next election.
No, meaning if the wheels are rolling, and the niggas is out there doing construction,
all he has to say is, "I promise you a wall."
And here's a wall.
Here's a wall.
And reelect me.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's some gangster shit.
And then we have some weak.
That's some gangster shit.
Yeah. We have some weak Democratic candidates right now.
Who's in the running?
We got Cory Booker, Kamala Harris, who was just on the Breakfast Club.
Cory Booker.
Talking about she was smoking weed to Tupac and Snoop in 86 when they didn't come out till 93.
But wait a minute. Hold on. So she said when she was in college, she was smoking weed.
Mm-hmm. First of all, she said something so wide. She said, because they asked her if she ever smoked weed, and then she said, my family's Jamaican.
Which is a stereotype.
And it's also pandering.
Dude, all Jamaicans do smoke weed. Nah, I'm only fucking around. Big up to my Jamaican brothers. Yeah.
Don't do that again.
Big up to my Jamaican brothers.
But like I said,
Rastafari.
You can still pander to your own people. And that's what she's doing.
Yeah. And she said in 86, she was listening to Tupac and Snoop.
Yeah.
And their shit didn't come out until 91.
91, that's when it came out, yeah.
But she said, so she just blatantly lied, or the weed she was smoking was so fucking powerful.
Send it to the future.
She was in the future. I've smoked weed like that before. I've smoked weed back in the days where I could bring shit back. No, she was just lying, and she got caught out there. And I'm surprised the Breakfast Club just didn't do the math at the moment, because a lot of times you're in the moment, you don't realize it, then somebody brings it to your attention.
That's what I thought, because people were saying, like, yo, the Breakfast Club don't know music for not calling that out. I would have got lost in that, too. As I was watching, I got lost in it. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, Timothy Whitney, thank you for that bread. And D-Man just purchased 2 work shirts. Keep up the great work. Check me now. Or check my novel, The House of Lazenberry by Daniel Webb. You wrote that? Send us a copy of it.
Facts.
P.O. Box 24.
Riverdale,
New York 10471. So that is UrbanX or Momi Media because we got a lot of companies and shit.
That's the parent company.
Yeah. P.O. Box 24, Riverdale, New York.
Yes.
10471.
You gonna say it a third time?
Yes. Because Umar say shit 3 times. We got the new school. We have the new school.
Again?
Brothers and sisters, we have the new school. I be like, damn, nigga, I heard you the first time, my nigga. And clap that shit up, because you gonna apologize to my nigga Umar. Because he got the bill. That's right. Clap that shit up. All you nasty niggas who said he couldn't do it, he gonna do it. And he gonna see you personally.
He gonna see me personally?
Malcolm, I got to see you. Because you the one who said I couldn't do it. It was impossible for me to get construction done, for me to get teachers, for me to get agriculturalists, for me to get graphics designers, for me to get embroiderers, for me to get fucking electricians, for me to get teachers, for me to get cooks, all by August 19th of this year, brothers and sisters. August 19th, brothers and sisters of this year. August 19th of this year. Okay? We still need 1 million, right? And we still need 1 million. One more time, we still need 1 million. And Malcolm, I got to see you because you was doubting the God's skills. Without that God. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna make a bold claim right now. Because I think August 19th, he gonna do it. Okay? Me and you are gonna be out there high-fiving those kids when they come through the building.
Listen.
We're gonna be high-fiving.
Listen.
No, I'm serious. We're gonna be out there.
Listen,
I'm gonna be out there, Umar. No, real talk. I'm gonna be out there high-fiving because you know how they have those situations where you high-five the kids.
Listen.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing.
You're right. I owe him an apology if he was able to get all of that. You know?
Yeah.
Clocks, when he said he needed school buses. If he was able to keep the tuition down because, you know, it's a private institution, 100% private, and you want to keep the tuition down for these single mothers that you're trying to help. If you're able to do all of that,
yes,
I owe you an apology.
Yes.
Yeah.
August 19th, we're going to Delaware, nigga. Don't get it fucked up. And we gonna high five all of those kids.
Right.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Let's get to the...
All right, we have more news here.
Grammys. So shout out to Cardi B.
Shout out to Cardi B.
BX's own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She won best rap album. She won the Grammy for the best rap album for Invasion of Privacy.
Mm-hmm.
She beat out Mac Miller, Nipsey Hussle, Victory Lap, Pusha T, Daytona, Travis Scott, Astroworld. Yeah,
that's some great competition.
So here's the thing. I listened to Cardi B's album and I enjoyed it a lot.
Cardi B.
Yes.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
A lot. Not talking about who wrote the album. If she doesn't write her own stuff,
right.
That's neither here nor there. It was a great album.
Yes.
It was a great album. I wanted Pusha T to win. You could.
I thought Pusha T or Nipsey Hussle.
You could have made the argument for Nipsey.
Had better albums, but their albums were a little bit more hip hop.
Way more.
Hers was hip hop.
Yeah.
Right. So this is a popularity contest. I never knew that Nicki had never won a Grammy.
Yeah. So what does that say about the Grammys?
Yeah, that's very surprising.
What does that say about the Grammys?
It says that this is all subjected to who they want to win this. So I'm never in my feelings about who wins and who loses, because I know and understand it's the chosen one, the one they want to elevate to a certain level to push an agenda that most of us may not be in tune with. Yeah. So because it's subjective and it's not done on sales and this and that, people who win, like this nigga Childish Gambino won.
He won
for Song of the Year and Record of the Year or some shit. For This Is America. Stop.
Actually, the Grammy categories are confusing me. It's Song of the Year, it's Record of the Year, Track of the Year.
But here we had BET do a hip hop award and we shot the shit up. You know what I mean? It was always something crazy. So we don't take value
in our own stuff.
Where we can say we no longer need them. Here is our awards. Let's treat it as prestigious. But people get a BET award, they're going, when we start, because the only thing that gives it value is what we put into it. That's fact. So when we put value into it, it'll mean something.
And then BET messed up because one of their interns or social media interns tweeted something foul, and then she said, "What?"
Yeah. All that Nicki has done for BET.
That's a fact.
And y'all gonna say
that award show, like
she getting dragged by her lace front because. Congratulations to Cardi B. So now they're sucking up to Cardi B because they want her to replace Nicki. And Nicki's now beginning to understand this industry is dirty. When they no longer need you, they push you to the side.
Wait, she's helping that as well.
Well, she's acting like an angry black woman.
No, she's helping that, like...
Side note, hand me that shirt again. Because all black women ain't angry.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for making that known.
Black wives matter, okay? So I'm not saying all black women are angry.
Thank you for making that known.
I'm just simply saying, you can get that for 28 temporarily. Then that goes up to 130 because Alejandro had to put each in 740,000 crystals. It took him 19 days to do a shirt. Oh, did I say 19 hours?
You said 19 hours.
19 hours to do a shirt. So we got to charge for that because, he's got to send money back home. They building a wall. Okay, here we go. So she performed nice.
Yeah.
I thought it was clean.
Yeah.
I thought it was classy. For those who say, well, she represents whole culture. Well, Jay-Z represents drug culture. Well, P. Diddy represents exploitive culture. Well, Dr. Dre represents gangster culture. Shall I continue? So let's not get into, that kind of shit. It's just the album in a vacuum. I thought was a good album. A great album.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I could listen to it. It's hip hop, P.O.P. as I said. Whereas my man Nipsey Hussle and Pusha T had more hip hop albums. J. Cole, I heard, didn't even submit his album.
Yeah.
Like he don't even want nothing to do with the Grammys. He understands.
Drake even had Drake won for God's Plan, and then he had his acceptance speech was basically saying this is all like
right. I appreciated his acceptance.
And they cut it off. Yeah.
They cut it off, but he was saying, "Don't let this shit define you."
Yeah.
Sure. I won. But don't let this define you because it means nothing. It's some people in the boardroom who don't understand our music anyway. You want to impress me? Take all of them old school rappers that y'all think are washed up, who know the music industry better than anybody else, and create a board and let them decide which albums are the best albums for the year. Then I can live with the results.
I don't know about that.
Clap that. Whoa.
I'm saying I don't know, because a lot of when hip hop legends, when they judge stuff,
I'm not talking 70s legends.
No, not even 70s, but I'm talking like they judge it off of their music. You know what I'm saying? So
but this is what I mean.
They'll see Drake and then not like Drake.
No, but what I'm saying, you have to judge it on what's in front of you.
Okay.
Not when I used to rap back in the 80s.
It's a lot of that.
I'm not talking about that.
On NBA TV, when they talk about LeBron, it's a lot of that.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about these are the albums that submitted.
Okay.
Out of these albums here, which albums do you feel best hold character, best, have hip-hop principles, banging beats, the whole 9 yards, and say, these are the albums that we, the elders, felt were the best. I can live with the results.
Okay.
Right? Because everybody thinks their era is the best era. I was listening to some Spoonie G, me and wifey this morning, 1979. And he was going in, you know what I mean? So... you understand what I'm saying. So that's not what I'm talking about per se.
You are tuned into
Get those questions ready.
Of Urban X.
Ask some shit in the chat.
I feel good today. You know what I'm saying?
You feel good?
So, Freeway
has
something close to you.
Has got a kidney transplant. Yeah. Clap that up. Yeah. As you know, about a month and a half ago, we had a discussion about him going through what I go through every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the last 14 years. And he has decided, because I decided I did not want a kidney, but he immediately said he wanted a kidney. We bigged him up, and you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad he's in a situation where he has his kidney now. He perhaps can continue his career. I'm pretty sure he has family and friends that want to see him around. So I want to congratulate him. I hope it provides an extension to his life, and that's a great thing, because it is not an easy process for anybody who's waiting for an organ, who needs an organ, or has to use artificial devices just to be here and have a breath of fresh air. So it's a very traumatizing process unless you understand and you can master certain things and navigate through it. So I'm glad for him. I hope this second leash on life gives him an opportunity to understand that life is valuable. For anybody and everybody out there fighting cancer, diabetes, whatever you're fighting, keep your head up and keep it moving, because every day that you wake up is a great day to be here. And that's why I'm always laughing and shit and goofing off, because every day is really a gift. I've been so fucking responsible for so long as an adult. I'm on my Benjamin Button shit. I'm reversing. I'm fucking 12.
We walked into Target. It was really like he was 12 years old.
Yeah.
We walked into Target. He goes, "Yo, they got the new 8K TVs now. I need that." I was like,
I need that.
For what?
8K, whatever it does, I need that.
Don't touch nothing in here. Stop.
Son, I'm living my best life every single day. And I told you, the last 14 years, once I thought I was dying is when I started living, and the universe opened up and everything I want just happens. It's no struggle. No matter what I want, the shit just happens. So for him to get a second leash on life. Lease? I said leash?
Leash.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Irregardless. Stop making fun of me, man. Yeah, this is online bullying. This is cyberbullying. So, you know what I mean? And I'm happy for him. And one day I'll meet him and we can exchange stories of what he had to go through and fight, because I know his story inside and out. So clap that up for Freeway.
Very dope. Very dope.
Very dope.
So, Amazon decided to scrap their plans to go to come to New York.
No.
Yeah, they're not doing it.
Oh, shit, all of those jobs.
But here's the thing. A lot of people who live in a Long Island city did not want them to come.
Which was weird.
It's not weird. First,
explain this to me, Malcom.
First of all, the city's already packed. and then you're bringing. It's gonna be more packed. No, it's gonna be too much. A lot of people. This is what people said. Right?
Okay, all right.
Let me show you what. Get some.
So on the surface, it was a good thing.
On the surface, it was a good thing. Is on paper, you bring in 25,000 jobs, and a lot of people need those jobs.
Facts.
But for the people who actually live in that community and business owners and things like that,
it was gonna tear down the community around Amazon.
Right. That's like Whole Foods.
Whole Foods come through and wipe your shit out.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like the property value of everything goes up.
No, not Whole Foods. What's that other shit come through? The supermarket.
Walmart.
Yeah. Walmart. And do you see the people that work in there? Like, where do they find these people?
Yeah.
But when they come through, they wipe the shit out. Okay, so go ahead.
But like I said, a lot of people said that just packing more and more people in, more and more residents. Now you're gonna add 25,000 workers every day. I don't see how that works. This is people who actually live in that community.
And they were getting great tax breaks, right?
Amazon, yeah. They were getting incentives.
Yes.
So, but they decided to scrap that.
That's how bougie New York is. We don't want your jobs. That's the most bougie shit I've ever heard. 25,000 jobs will pass. We'll survive.
But you see how like now to go in Lower Manhattan, you're gonna have to pay a toll now.
Did they pass that? Because I know they're thinking about it.
I know they're thinking about it.
They've been talking about that for years.
But so sometimes to avoid like traffic and stuff,
it's gonna cost you $9.
That's crazy.
Because the congestion down. You ever?
No, it is.
Drive down.
I don't drive down.
It's fucking crazy.
I take the cab. I take Uber. Or
I take the train. It's crazy down in Midtown in New York City, and there ain't no driving, and they don't want you down there. So they're trying their best to. This is a New York thing, guys. We just, you might have similar situations in your city. They're trying to release the congestion, and but I don't know if that's gonna work. Too many trucks got to go down there. Too much stuff going down in New York City.
So get your questions ready. So
you are tuned into the sounds of UrbanX.
So TMZ caught up with Floyd Mayweather and asked him if he was boycotting Gucci, and he said basically no. And basically, I'm going into Gucci right now
and spend 40 racks.
Yeah, like I don't follow the crowd and things like that, which was a good point.
Okay. He didn't have any fake outrage.
And this is what I said earlier too. It's easy to boycott a brand if you can't afford it.
True.
Me included.
I've been boycotting Gucci because I can't afford that shit.
Yeah, I don't wear it.
So I'm in on the boycott. Yeah. Whatever. Put my name down. I can't afford that shit. Unless I'm talking about a fake Gucci belt or something. Go down to Chinatown.
So a lot of people took offense. One of the people being T.I., who,
he just mad because he banged his wife.
Did he? Is that confirmed?
I think he banged his wife. Yeah.
Because he was at odds with that man.
I was at odds with this man and his principles based on what it is that he should be doing. Because that man there, yes. I think he banged his wife. I listened to the song. It was all right. No big deal. But here's the thing.
Real quick on the song, right? I don't like when you take Mayweather for his stance and then you start rapping about other issues black people have and try to aim it at Mayweather because he don't want to boycott. So that was corny.
Here's the thing. I thought whether you with Mayweather or not, we have to stop getting emotional about how other people choose to live their life. This is what I mean by Mayweather has no bearing on Black Dot's existence. How he choose to coon, buffoon, do his thing, that's the life he chose. But we take comfort in black people to say, see, if he didn't spend that money right there, he need to be on the black person team. That's why we can't get ahead. No, it's not. It runs a lot deeper than that. Yeah. Your man, Drake, had blackface on, which was brought to us by Pusha T, and nobody says shit.
It was a political statement.
I don't give a fuck. It was blackface. Yeah. And everybody looked the other way.
Yeah.
Because we like Drake. We want to bang them Drake songs, right? So that goes back to #mute hypocrisy, and we choose the battles. Let me tell you something, and I'm going to say this, and this is going to piss some people off, but I think it's important to say. Black people are fucking annoying. To people outside of our community.
Yeah.
Not inside. We understand, but this is what happens. Gucci, niggas run over here. Now we outraged.
Yeah.
Mayweather, now niggas running over here. J-Lo, Motown, niggas is running over here.
21 Savage.
21 Savage, the portion. And it's becoming, it's annoying. Go back to South Park, the episode of Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
People who annoy you. N blank G-G-E-R. He was like, I think I know it. 10 seconds to solve the puzzle. I don't know if I should say it. Niggas. They was like.
That was the funniest episode they did.
No, son, naggers. Naggers annoy you. Yo, but outside, we're victims for everything we do. We have accepted, look at what they doing us. Look at what they doing. I'm tired of it.
I told you, I was on a cruise.
God damn.
I was on a cruise and 2 comedians went up. Funny dudes, whatever. And they both had like racial jokes and like why black people going through this, white people, and it's nothing but white people there.
Yeah.
And I just thought about like, yo, I would find this annoying.
Absolutely.
Like, you know, I get what we go through, right?
Right.
I get it, but somebody who's not within our community will probably go, yo, shut up already.
Shut the fuck up already. Everything is fake outrage. Do not misconstrue my message.
They are.
I'm not saying
They will.
Black people are annoying. I'm simply saying the perception of running every time we have become reactionary to everything. Oh, let's run over here. Let's do this.
There's some people who wouldn't have platforms if they weren't mad at everything.
Absolutely. So they build their whole platform.
Their whole base of existence
is just to be mad and point out all the racial things that are happening in the goddamn country.
Sean King.
You niggas are annoying. Yeah. Stop it. It's fake outrage. Yeah. You're not going to get no fake outrage here. If I'm outraged about something, I'm generally outraged. Not because they're telling me I should be outraged. And if you think Gucci did not know that was going to stir up some shit in the middle of Black History Month, you think they don't know the history of Sambo? You out your fucking mind.
So one of my friends had a theory that Gucci, Prada, these brands do this to get black people mad because they don't want black people in
their fucking stores,
or to just give them more publicity.
Absolutely, because
if you're trending on Twitter about something,
that's my point. It's energy. Yeah. Stop thinking there's a negative and positive energy per se. It's still energy. You trying to tell me it's intelligent? This is a multi-billion-dollar company, and they did not sit in the boardroom and go, "All right, that looks good." Right. They knew exactly the response they were gonna get. They waited till the Super Bowl popped, and then they hit y'all with this shit. So now you fake outrage niggas could generate the energy needed to boost their stock, or it's a double fold to keep you out of their stores because they don't like you. Timberland told y'all they don't like you, and niggas have not stopped buying Timberlands.
I have 2 pairs.
Okay? I have a fake pair. My daughter said, Dad, those are fake. I'm like, I paid $60 for these shits. They are fake. Exactly. They are fake.
You paid $60.
They squeak when I walk like if it's wet outside. My shit's be going squeak, 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 squeak. Yeah. True. But my point is, they look like Timberlands. They're close enough, right? But anyway, so I have no shame. I'll wear fake shit if it looks right.
Timberlands?
My shits is Timberlands. Right? Me and Ramik, my man, we went to a concert one time. We could not afford real Timbs, and we bought some Alpine boots, and them shits looked real close to Timberlands, and we went and did a show with them shits. I would wear fake shit in a heartbeat, right? So my point is, we got this fake outrage thing going everywhere. They know what they doing, and we still buy it.
Yeah.
What's up with Dapper Dan?
So yeah, Dapper Dan, he met with him this week. It was called like 212. It was like
because on the cover of Paid in Full, Eric B and Rakim got on Gucci shit, counting bread. That shit came out 30-something years ago, right? And now they're gonna go sit down with Dapper Dan.
They did it already.
Oh, sit down and listen to this black man's concerns. We're gonna retrain our employees with sensitivity of Sambo. We didn't know. Yeah. And then they're going to go home and he's going to step out in front of the people because now he's the point man.
Right.
Calm down. I have talked to Gucci. Everything is settled. You niggas can go back in and get your credit card scams on and get these belts. Whatever the fuck it is you young people do. So let's stop it with the fake outrage, right? Now, if you generally want to boycott something, let that be something that organically happens and you feel for it. Too many people are just riding waves and shit like that. And we have no power when it comes to that. We be happy we shut down the fucking Chinese nail place. Yay! Whatever.
And they open back up.
Yeah. Hurry up and buy. Tell you the same shit. Hurry up and buy.
Thanks. Any questions?
Anybody want to talk about anything? Because this show has run longer than, that's a done deal with Dapper Dan. Yeah.
Yeah, they did that already.
Yeah, Air Forces do the same thing. Alex Dick's facts.
Oh, did you hear?
Because I get like 6 pair of Air Force Ones for $40 a piece, and I pull them shits out all summer long. They be like, this nigga sharp.
Did you hear about this
when
story?
I'm not wearing my Skechers? Yeah.
You hear about this story? California police shot a 20-year-old rapper who was sleeping in his car outside of a Taco Bell.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
But what the story? I read it further. He had a gun in his lap.
Yeah.
And somebody reported somebody slumped over or sleeping.
Yeah.
And when they ran up on him, they startled him.
Yeah.
And he pulled. They said he pulled his weapon. And that's a sticky situation.
Yeah, the cops are gonna walk.
They're gonna walk. Yeah, they're gonna walk on that. But when I first heard the story,
I was like, wait.
I was like, how the hell he taking a nap and they kill him? Because I asked you, how did they know he was taking a nap? So it makes sense now. He probably didn't want whoever to get the drop on him. Some young niggas probably after him. You know how that gang shit go. And he had his shit in his lap. And they flashed that flashlight, that big shit.
Yeah.
Doom, doom. They hit your car like that and do that. Yeah. And he probably got up. And they aired him out.
They
so
said he was reaching, like he went down to reach for it, and you know what's crazy? Even if he actually didn't go down to reach for anything, the fact that they found a gun, that's all they have to say. Like, if we found a gun, he was reaching for it.
That's it.
We fought for our lives.
R. Kelly has a new sex tape out.
Oh yeah.
People in the chat was telling me. Yeah, I saw it earlier. That's a done deal.
You didn't see it, but you saw the
story.
No,
I didn't see the tape.
Yeah, you saw the story.
Yeah, I saw the story.
Yeah.
This is somebody in his camp who, this is a layup. Somebody had some tapes and they brought him to CNN.
Yeah. And apparently they know the actual one of the witnesses knows the victim who was on the tape.
Right, and that she's 14.
14, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a done deal.
Yeah, they're about to get him.
They're about to lay him out. Bill Cosby gave his first statement from jail.
Yeah, he said he's having fun.
Yeah, he said he got that shit on Snap. Bill in there probably taking niggas pudding. Pause.
Nah, he's probably. You ever see those movies where like you do go to jail and it's an old dude who got clout in there? Like,
he got some clout.
He in the yard. He got the bodyguards.
Hey, let him through. Yeah. What you gonna do with that pudding? You gonna eat that pudding? Yeah. And here's the thing: he's calling himself a political prisoner because he felt he was railroaded into the situation.
He was,
and he was. So, and he don't want his family to come up there and see him because he don't want to create a circus. So, shout out to Bill who's doing his time. He's just doing his time on his feet, man. And I hope his appeal goes through, or he finds himself in a situation where he finds peace, man. Because it's rough out here. It really is.
Facts.
It really is. Did Cosby adopt Cosby voice? Yeah, I'm terrible. I'm terrible at all his voices.
Yeah, I don't. What is this ADOS movement? What is it?
I'm not familiar with the ADOS. I saw the hashtag ADOS.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
And I'm unfamiliar with it. So if anybody in the chat, because I hate speaking on things I'm unfamiliar with. Maybe I'm familiar, but don't know the term that they're using.
Somebody said, did y'all hear about Chase creating their own cryptocurrency called JPM Coin? No, I didn't. No,
maybe we'll hit DJ the Cash Coach up.
Money Coach.
DJ the Money Coach, and maybe he's familiar with this coin bit because that's where they're going with it. Was Alpo in the Apollo or not? I'm not sure. Did y'all see Jussie Smollett interview on Good Morning America?
Easy to say that. I saw some of it.
Malcom saw some of it.
Yeah,
I did not.
I saw some of it, and he was just basically like I said, he was trying to include the whole gay community in his.
Right. So somebody said, if we love y'all show, ever need vegan food, hit us up. Organic Love Tree. Is this in New York? Are y'all in New York?
Facts. I would love to try that.
I'd love to try that. Can we bring out cameras and talk shit? Because, I like doing that kind of stuff. So let me know where you are. My brothers for the ADOS explanation. American descendants of slaves. Oh, okay. American descendants of slaves. Is this the reparations issue? Thanks for putting me on to that. Appreciate that. That's why I love our chat. Black to America and Terrell Hairston. Appreciate that. Heard you speak somewhat last week, but what we doing about Bambaataa? I don't know. You'd have to speak to those on that committee.
That committee?
Whatever that is.
Yeah, I don't know.
So if this is about reparations, I'm not sure if this is just another political agenda.
Yvette Carnell, who's the one who created it.
Yvette Carnell, I'm not sure. So I don't want to speak bad about it, but it sounds like it's dealing with reparations.
Okay.
And issues dealing with black people receiving reparations.
So you know how I always talk about like black people can't agree on anything? Because that's a movement trying to do something for black people. Then there's going to be a whole other sector of black people that say we weren't descended from slaves. So
no, those who were not descendants do not get none of this money. Y'all know me. I'm a hypocrite. I play the fence until the checks is cut. Right? I'm with all the Morris brothers and Aboriginal brothers and sisters until they start cutting those checks. I'm in line. Okay, so yeah.
So I guess the organic place is in Queens.
Okay, send us the info. We will head out there.
Go.
And yeah, we're going to get to that. So it came out to $2,000 over the course of 10 years. It's all bullshit. $2,000 over 10 years. Like each family going to get $2,000. Now y'all can keep your money.
I'm cool on that.
And y'all don't have enough money to pay for the destruction of all of my ancestors. And I heard $100 million or something.
$100 billion.
$100 billion. That ain't even close.
Yeah.
You better be talking 2-3 trillion.
Yeah.
I better be able to go buy a cigarette truck. Honk honk. What was that? Dave Chappelle?
Yes.
So I bought this whole cigarette. I bought this baby.
Straight cash.
Straight cash. I'm rich, bitch. Other than that, you're wasting your time. And even that, because we have to be able to take that and then never, as black people, be poor again. Yeah. See, when the Jews, through their Holocaust, they receive all of this funding, scholarships, so much. So they came with everything intact, their culture, their religion, their God, their money system. They were able to get on their feet, even though they were relocated to somewhere else. We were never given that opportunity. Technically, we are owed it. You know what I'm saying? And we haven't received it. So, but this sounds more like a political ploy to garner votes or something and split the Democratic votes and all that shit.
Somebody asked me. Yeah, I wanted. You know what's crazy? I was thinking about Brother Oba this week.
I hit him up and told him the people wanted to.
Okay.
I hit him on the gram and was like, "Yo, it's time. The people want to see you." He ain't got back to me yet, but you know how it is.
Okay, bad.
But
That'll be dope. That'll be dope.
That'll be real dope.
Okay. Any more questions? If not,
so-called Jews, the Akanazis,
So with
them
that,
motherfuckers.
With that being said, don't forget to go to UrbanX.nyc for your shirts. We appreciate the support we getting. We definitely appreciate it. It's been dope.
Yes,
it's been dope. It's been a lot of hard work, but it's been
a lot of hard work. We appreciate the support as always. We need to get Eli up to 1,000 subs.
Let's do that.
Let's do that overnight. It's in the description. These shirts, $28. If you spend over $100, you're gonna get a signed copy of Urban Culture Decoded. All right. So all of these things are popping. We appreciate your support once again, and you already know what it is. Peace.
Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way. I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer. Couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer. Couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way. I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer. Couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer. Couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that UrbanX where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't trying to go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble